tonight to learn more about our organization. With that recording in progress, I'll just read a little script to you so we're all on the same page that this webinar is being presented virtually, but is being recorded so you can watch it again on our website, hockeyinnj.com. You can share it with a friend who might be interested as well. You will be muted throughout the presentation. However, there is a Q&A chat. You can ask questions, but we will hold off until the end to answer any of the questions you may have, and we'll spend as much time here as we need to answer any of the questions. So, there's no confusion whatsoever. Thank you. Go ahead, Albert. You can skip to the next slide. Okay, so, what is Hockey New Jersey? Again, my name is Keith Veltri. Dennis Rupi and I started this program 20 years ago, and it's kind of a long story, but I'll keep it short as I can. I was working in a sales job in New York City. 9/11 happened. Liked my job, didn't love it. Always knew I wanted to get back into what was my passion, was ice hockey, and Dennis's story is very similar to mine. We left our jobs, went back, put ourselves back in school, and got a phone call from an athletic director, a friend of mine, saying, "Hey, there's a hockey team in Newark, New Jersey that nobody wants to coach. And would you do me a huge favor and go down there and hear them out, because they need a coach, and they're going to fold the program if you don't take the job." So Dennis and I agreed to do it together. We started with 5 kids. They had no equipment. Maybe some skates. Not much experience at all. Before the season started, we got up to 10 kids. And we got mercy ruled every game that year, which is you don't even get to the third period. We played all suburban towns with much more experience than we had. And what transpired that year, before, during, after games, let's just say was less than kosher and didn't sit well with Dennis and myself. We wanted better for these kids. And at the season's conclusion, we promised them we don't know how much better they'd be next year, but they're going to look better. And that was really the beginning of Hockey New Jersey, which is Hockey Newark, and just starting at equipment drive and creating a youth program so we can give these kids an opportunity to compete with their counterparts. Fast forward to 2023, we're in 5 different cities right now. We have 1,000+ participants. What we're most proud of is some of our unbelievable partnerships. We've been able to partner with the New Jersey Devils, the National Hockey League's Hockey's for Everyone initiative. And really what we stand for is just giving kids a chance to play hockey at no cost. It's so expensive just to try it. There's really no sport that you can compare to that. You have to lay out all this money just to see if your child likes it. And we're trying to knock down those barriers to give kids an opportunity to fall in love with the sport. So we're super proud of that. In addition to that, we have the 2nd largest diversity program in North America, not even just the United States. So, starting with 5 kids at Newark, we're now the 2nd biggest diversity program in North America. Go ahead, Albert, you can skip. Here's some of our numbers. Again, we have 1,000+ current participants. What Dennis and I and our whole team are really, really proud of is that we had 5,000 program alumni come through this program. And not only that they've come through the program, a big thing about giving this opportunity at no cost, the things that we preach is you have to come back to the program. So you'll see kids on the ice that have all come through our program, either through Montclair or Belleville or Newark, Jersey City, whoever it may be. They all seem to want to give back, but that is one of the mandates that we do push on any of our participants. Go ahead, Albert. So what makes us unique, right? What's our mission? Our mission is we help develop well-rounded individuals through 3 required components. So what does that mean? The easy part is hockey, right? Like I didn't love school. When I went to school, I didn't love it. I love sports. The hockey training is the hook. But then what we do is we support them with academics and enrichment programming. And what that looks like, I don't want to steal too much of Dennis or Pam's thunder, so I will allow them to get more into the specifics of those 3 buckets. But as educators, so what I should have done in the beginning is say that, Dennis and I, in addition to coaching, we started out as special need teachers. From there, Dennis is still a teacher today. He's a math teacher at Eastside High School. I went on to be an athletic director at Eastside High School. and now the supervisor of athletics for the Newark Board of Education, which means I oversee all athletics for the school district. And what we're talking about here really is the whole child. We want your child to be well-rounded. We want your child to be supported. We want your child to really share the same passion that we have. And we want to give them all the opportunities to succeed, not only in hockey, but in this thing called life. Go ahead, Albert. So why play hockey? Yeah, I'm biased. I'm going to say I think it's the best sport out there. But there's something old school about hockey. I don't know if it's the way the locker room set up or just the sport itself, but it lends itself to a family environment. And we can call ourselves hockey in Newark, and we're a not for profit and all those great things. But Dennis and I pride ourselves most on the way that we were raised. I wasn't a straight A student, but the experiences and the knowledge that I've learned from my family and through education, I feel as though I am further ahead because of the great grandparents that I had, because of the great parents and family that I had. And I think that's the lessons and things we're trying to create. There's physical fitness there. Absolutely. There's teamwork, right? There's your child may have never played before, and there's going to be 15 to 20 other kids on the ice that have never played before. They're going to fall and they're going to help each other get up. And they're going to make friends. I mean, there's discipline. We track their attendance. We don't allow kids just to come and go as they please. You have to commit. If you're going to commit, you have to be there. Sure, things happen, but there's got to be open lines of communication. They have to know that in order to receive the free equipment and the coaching and the ice time, they need to commit to the program. Last but not least, and I think in today's day and age with sports, sometimes the fun gets taken out of it. And I can guarantee you this, that 99% of the kids that join our program will all say they had a blast and they had fun. They all want to come back the next day. Please skip next slide. So with the programming, I'm going to hand it over to my best friend in the world, co-founder Dennis Rupi.
Thanks, Keith. And thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. As Keith said, my name is Dennis Rupi, co-founder of Hockey New Jersey. Keith and I are going on to our 21st season, creating hockey programming for youth. I was lucky enough to play hockey and from the time I was 4 all the way up through college. It wasn't my passion, my motivation, my inspiration growing up. And being an educator and also having a passion for hockey, Keith and I are able to take the two things and create Hockey New Jersey programming, which is, as Keith said, it's just not about athletics. It's about being a good student athlete. So I'm going to talk about our hockey programming here today. We will get into the second part of our programming at the end. First and foremost, this year, which was very important for our program, we hired a full-time hockey manager of hockey operations. His name's Albert Gregorio. He played goalie in college. He volunteered for our program for 7 years before we hired him. We knew his heart was in the right place, and we're very proud to have him. He will be organizing and implementing our hockey programs for us, and you'll hear from him today at the very end of our presentation. Let's go over the following opportunities we have here for our youth of Montclair. Our programming is for girls and boys. It's very important that everybody knows where we have a program that fits boys and girls from 6 to 18 years old. No experience is needed. They don't even need to know how to ice skate. We will teach them everything. Programming will be on Fridays in Montclair at Clary Anderson Arena. It's 41 Chestnut Street in Montclair. It runs from September 22nd through November 17th from 5:45 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. And we do have clinics right now only on Fridays, but that doesn't mean those are the only opportunities that you will have to play ice hockey throughout this season. We are a program that runs year-round, and we have different opportunities in ice hockey that we will go over. Learn to Play clinics is the first one. This is a clinic where it's our beginner program. This is where our participants will learn the fundamentals of hockey, and we will teach kids how to ice skate. No experience is necessary. We teach them how to stick handle. We teach them how to pass. We teach them how to shoot. And most importantly, you need to know how to skate. It's what makes ice hockey unique. And we teach them that new motor skill as well. Our next programs we have after they graduate from the Learn to Play program is we have semi-travel and travel teams. Our semi-travel and travel teams participate not just in Montclair, they will be participating in other cities as well. It's where we do our advanced training. They will play in what we call the HNJ Super League, where they will play against our other cities who also have teams. They will also have some groups play in local house leagues in Montclair State University, Men in Sports Arena, and they also have opportunities created by the NHL Hockey's for Everyone program, where they'll be able to play in other places such as Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., play in something we call the Willie O'Ree Skills Competition, and they happen throughout the Northeast usually, and there's also opportunities to play in other parts of New Jersey against house league teams as well. Goalie training, specific goalie training. Keith and I had the opportunity to partner with USA Hockey to create a goalie clinic because of the shortage of goalies that are out there throughout the United States of America. And the USA Hockey saw an opportunity with a program like ours to tap into a new market where there wasn't a lot of hockey going on, and they could get new kids involved playing the sport through us, and specifically at goaltending. So we partner with USA Hockey. The program is led by Terry Jarkowski. He's USA Hockey's Atlantic District goaltending coach. He does a phenomenal job teaching specific goalie techniques and skating. Another thing we do is, I'll get to the summer camp, but we have a lot of opportunities because we partner with the NHL, and more prominently with the New Jersey Devils. So New Jersey Devils have been a tremendous partner of ours. They bring so many opportunities to our participants. They're able to play in something we call Mites on Ice. It's playing games in between the periods of New Jersey Devils games. The kids go out there and play a game against each other. It's just fun. They get to play in front of the big crowd. Parents and children get opportunities to attend hockey games. They're able to attend other NHL events, such as our players were able to see and actually touch the Stanley Cup, which is another amazing opportunity, which was brought to us by the NHL New Jersey Devils. They're able to meet players that are current, players that are alumni, Jack Hughes, Dougie Hamilton, Mr. Devil himself, Kenny Danico. All the kids' favorite, NJ, the mascot, comes over to see our kids. And in addition to this, we were able to also, because of our partnership, have a summer camp. This summer camp is held at the Prudential Center in Newark, home to the New Jersey Devils. Our campers get the opportunity to dress in the locker rooms of the NHL players. They get personalized nameplates. They get to tour the facilities, see the locker rooms, see the training rooms, seeing the recovery rooms, seeing where they jump in the pools to recover from a game. And it's a once in a lifetime experience. Also at the camp, they're able to receive personalized on and off ice instruction. We had guest coach, including the Devils alumni, Paralympic gold medalist Jack Wallace, who came multiple times to our program to teach our kids and coach our kids. USA Hockey women's gold medalist Amanda Pelkey, Shelly Picard, who is also a coach with the program. She volunteers her time. New Jersey Devils skills coach Ryan Murphy has come. Their strength and conditioning coach was there. And we also had special guests that come in to see our players. The president of the New Jersey Devils, who's also a board member of Hockey New Jersey, we're honored to have him on our team. He came to see the kids, Dougie Hamilton. So it's just a really unique opportunity that we have for our kids. It's not just the programming that you'll see at Clary Anderson. There's so many things that the kids will be able to be involved in.
Yeah, Dennis, I'm sorry to jump in. The one thing that I'd like to have touched on prior before Dennis started speaking is the fact that, to share some of the success stories that we've had with you. When I say that, the programming. So when we started in Newark, we only had 5 kids, but as of today, we have a boys varsity team that literally has more kids than our football team. We have a JV team. But we also have one of the only, I think, 16 all girls teams in Newark, New Jersey. And the reason I bring this up is because we want to create opportunities like this no matter where we are. So you might have a son or a daughter who, you're on the call with right now that, we do have an all-girls team. In addition to that, Dennis spoke about Jack Wallace, who's a Paralympic gold medalist for the sled hockey team. Well, Dennis and I in the Hockey New Jersey organization, we teamed up with the Newark Board of Education's JFK schools and NJ Regional Day. And they're schools that deal really with physically impaired and cognitively impaired children. And we started a sled hockey program. So there's so many different opportunities and different buckets, if you will. I mean, your child might just want to do to learn to play. They might want to do the semi-travel. They might want to just do the girls program. They might want to get to be a goalie. Our message with all the programming is this: there's a fit here for your child, right? They can keep it as basic as they want, or they can go as long and take it as far as they want with hockey in New Jersey. Sorry, Dennis. Thank you.
Thanks, Keith. All right, Albert, you go to the next slide. Our approach, so no experience is needed. Doesn't matter if you're 6 years old or if you're 17 years old, 18 years old. We'll take your child and teach him the game of hockey. We'll tailor the clinics to meet their needs, which is all of our clinics are based on skill and age. We provide everything that includes uniforms, skates, coaching, where all of our coaches are USA Hockey certified, they're background checked. They have the same philosophy as us, which is really important to us because we want them to coach in a positive manner. We want them to teach sportsmanship. We want them to teach teamwork, and we're using hockey as the hook to teach these other skills. Keith and I played hockey. Albert played hockey, and what we can tell you is that you get so much more from the sport than just hockey. The camaraderie in the locker room, the experiences with the kids where you're working with each other towards a common goal, overcoming adversity. There's so many things that come along with that. We like our coaches to teach that and make sure they emphasize that. We also make sure that this is a safe environment. Not only is it physically safe, but it's going to be mentally, emotionally, socially safe, where the kids can all go there, look forward to going there, and enjoy themselves while they're there. As Keith said, it's most important to have fun in sport. It's called a game for a reason. So we want to make sure our kids have fun doing it. This is all, again, given to your children for free. We keep this at no cost. We don't ask for $1 from our participants, their parents, and we want to do that because we want to make sure this sport is inclusive. We want to give every kid the opportunity to try this sport. And as Keith said, that includes if they're physically disabled, mentally disabled, whether they're socioeconomically able to do it or not. We want to provide this opportunity for them because we know everything that you can get from it. And it's not only hockey that we're going to offer, it's also academic programming. So I'm going to turn this over to Pamela Carmen. She's going to go over the academic portion of our program. Pam is our academic coordinator, and we just like to say it's equally as important, if not actually more important, this next part of our program, and we are very proud of. Pam?
Thank you, Dennis. Hi, everyone. My name is Pamela Carmen, and I am the Director of Academics and Enrichment. Just a little background about myself. I am a certified K-12 science teacher and have an extensive background in teaching and curriculum development. Currently, I am a Newark Public Schools 12th grade forensic science teacher and an adjunct professor at both Essex County College and the New Jersey Institute of Technology. If you have any questions during the presentation too, feel free to put them in the Q&A box at the bottom, and I'll be happy to answer them after. As Keith and Dennis both mentioned, the academic and enrichment portion of our program really focuses on providing participants with the necessary tools to be successful student athletes, along with life skills sessions to gain new skills both on and off the ice. We are working on developing partnerships with RWJ Barnabas Health to support nutrition and sports injury prevention. We will also be featuring guest speakers to hold sessions on topics like leadership and teamwork skills. Albert, next slide, please. Upon registration, report cards will be collected and reviewed to identify academic standing and opportunities for support. With that being said, all participants are accepted into the program regardless of their current academic standing. Any participant that is struggling will participate in HNJ's Progress Reports program for academic improvement. Our tutoring, homework support, and life skills sessions will be provided virtually and are open to all participants. The goal of our academic and enrichment program is to be another free resource for parents to support their children. We're also always accepting volunteers to support our academics. So if you or someone you know would be interested in working with our program, please contact me. My email can be found on our website under the volunteers page. The next slide, please. And from here, I'm going to pass it over to Albert, and he can talk a little bit about the HNJ website.
Thank you, Pam. As Dennis mentioned, I'm the manager of hockey operations with Hockey in New Jersey. Like Dennis and Keith, sure, I got good grades in school, but growing up, my passion was always ice hockey. I started skating when I was 4 and started playing ice hockey from age 6, played all the way through college competitively, and still even play in a weekly men's league. I originally got involved with Hockey in New Jersey back when it was Hockey in Newark as a volunteer coach about 10 years ago. I was one of Dennis's travel players, and he approached me asking if I wanted to help out and coach some of the younger kids. And me thinking, more ice time, why not? I emphatically said yes. Fast forward a handful of years, and when a full-time position opened up with the organization, I knew it was an opportunity I could not pass along. Now, as the manager of hockey operations, I'm in charge of all things hockey, whether it's the programming, the scheduling, the teams, making sure there's enough players on each team and program, making sure they have the necessary equipment, and making sure there's the necessary volunteers and coaches, making sure there's a safe, fun environment, as well as educating them and teaching them the fundamentals of hockey. Part of that also includes updating and managing our website, Hockey in New Jersey, hockeyandnj.com. We like to call it our Bible because you can find all the information about us. You can find the latest news and updates, the schedules, calendars, and team-specific pages. A part of that also includes a mobile app through Sports Engine, where you can register through your players' teams or programs to get push notifications based on when upcoming games or practices are coming up. You can also get news alerts. Let's say there's a winter storm approaching and we decide it's unsafe to get to the rinks, we need to cancel whatever practice or games. You can also get notifications through the app that the practice was canceled. We'll also send out email blasts as well as update the website, but I find it so much easier to find the update right on my phone where I don't have to go search and digging for it. And part of that is also just checking the website regularly because you never know what new programs will be unleashing. And as of right now, we are currently registering participants. It's important that you register your child and your players because we need to know how much equipment we need to bring to the equipment handouts, the sizes, the quantity. And it's important to do this as soon as possible because we have our equipment handout for Montclair this Saturday at Clary Anderson Arena from 12 to 2. Now, if you asked any questions in the Q&A, we will be answering them now. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to clarify, Albert. The equipment handout is from 10 to 12, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturday.
Great. I don't think I see any questions. We can wait around for a minute or two, but with that being said, we thank you so much for your time. We look so forward to seeing you and your child at the rink. We couldn't be more thankful to our collaboration with the Township of Montclair, specifically Mayor Sean Spiller, who's been a huge advocate of our program from its inception. So with that being said, we look forward to meeting you all, seeing you. Feel free to reach out and please register your child as soon as possible because there are only a certain amount of seats that we could fill for that ice time. So the sooner you get it done, the better off we all are. Thank you so much and have a great night.
Everyone.